Hello everyone at the Schwans27's channel. This is Casey Alkaisi, the community manager for EA DICE, letting you know about the summer update to BF4. Even though it's September and school has started, which means you cannot play our game 24/7 if you're sitting in class learning bullshit from some stupid teacher, my balls are still sticking to my legs, so it might as well be summer. This means that we've hit our once per season quota for fixing our game, and sorry for you Europeans, you won't get this patch for another week because of reasons. Unlike other FPS games that require you to pre-order a game in order to play a map you've already seen before, we are instead giving away a map you've already seen before. Zavad 311 Graveyard Shift via the free Night Operations DLC. And believe me, the actual map has textures unlike the one in CTE program that you're watching now in background. I don't quite understand the obsession with Battlefielders that like to play at night, but I guess that's because it's where they feel comfortable, since most of them don't go outside during the day. Instead of making entire map darker than the skin color of the men Kim Kardashian sleeps with, we added a rolling fog, which you're not supposed to use high beams on, so we had to give vehicles standard headlights. This will help out those vehicle hordes, just like you see in the gameplay, not to mention the fact that we added sensitivity sliders for vehicle turrets now on consoles. Strap on your flashlights, infrared, and thermal sights, being sure to pay close attention to the audio cues in order to figure out just what the fuck to shoot at. Speaking of audio, we revamped how sound dissipates off objects. These will assist people playing on the night maps, as your sight is about as helpful as Stevie Wonder's when he's not catching falling microphones. Footage in the background is a visual representation of new audio scheme which muffles noise when there's an object between your character and source of sound. It's like having an LSD trip without actually taking drugs. Yes, you can actually see the audio here. In addition to remaking the sound to fit the tactical night scheme, we adjusted how spotting works, further reducing the effectiveness of recon class, but it's still nowhere near as shit as the professional class in Hardline. Active spotting now needs to be more direct, so you could spot one player at a time, instead of hitting the button once and spotting a bunch of douche canoes at spawn trying to launch dirt bikes, and we reduced the max spotting distance to 200 meters on new map, which matches Gulf of Oman during the sandstorm, which happens to be everyone's favorite Levolution event. We made some big netcode improvements for which Battlefield Hardline won't end up dragging over because they're too busy trying to milk DLC out of the tiny pool of people that actually still play that game. We improved heat detection by forcing all clients to send damage based on frame rate, 60 FPS, instead of simulation rate, 30 Hz. This will help reducing kill trades and vehicle dusting by giving server-side damage higher priority and better ordering. This graphic shows the different beepity bops we introduced in order to better understand when you're going to get fucked over in terms of lag compensation. Now that you've gone all cross-eyed on me trying to explain algorithms, let's do some softball items. We fixed the bug that has been in Battlefield for as long as I can remember, where the reload animation actually goes through, but it doesn't register, so it looks like you have 30 bullets when you actually only have 8. Pop off few bullets, then you have empty clip like arguments for rejack ability. Flashbangs have also been fixed to not make you believe in God from seeing a giant beam of light. It can no longer affect past 145 degrees. It only has a lifetime of 1.5 seconds instead of 10, and players will carry 2 instead of 3 by default. The TV missile and SRAW has been buffed because if you could actually utilize fly-by-wire explosive, it should reward you more than those asshats using stingers or iglas. Oh, and since skill-based matchmaking is all the rage these days in FPS games, we added a server balancer for start of round. Now, you'll only have to get your ass kicked one time by shit buckets against your idiot blueberries before the squads get mixed, and the lobbies won't be as lopsided as the 1936 US election. There's additional items in a laundry list that's longer than Peter North's dick, but I could already hear you snoring through the speakers, so look at the full patch notes down in the description. By the way, we are still busy trying to get out CTE invites on Xbox One, but since their messaging system is actually backed by Carrier Pigeons and Pony Express, it will take us some time to get you in. But it's not like we're doing any better on expediting things, since we posted 2 weeks ago on Reddit that we'd have the jungle community map on the CTE for the Xbox One, yet that hasn't happened either. And that isn't due to the fact that we're still waiting on the Xbox One's amazing GPU to finish rendering in the textures for that map. We are also proud to announce Season 4 of Battlefest, although much like American Idol, I'm not sure whatever happened to Seasons 2 and 3. Anyways, we're going to be giving away meaningless things like Oprah, but staggered over a full calendar month. These events include Battle Pack giveaways to get your ever-elusive camos in order to make you stand out on Battlefield, even though camos are supposed to make you blend in. Double XP weekends in case you still haven't hit the level cap after all this time, and community missions for which only the most ardent of face-painted nerds will strive to achieve. And, most exciting of all, you can game with us, the developers, and if you happen to OJ one of us, you'll get a super unique dog tag that you could show up to your battle buddies. The comment section on our announcement page is mostly positive, which is vast different from the cesspool on our announcements from over a year ago. Oh, how the gaming community has selective amnesia.